good evening. Very nice to see you, and, oh, there you are. I'll confess to you here and now, I really don't need these specs, you know, only for seeing. And I think it's important to mention this, whether it's on stage, screen, or radio. Sometimes or another, there must be a dull moment. Well, here I am. And may I say, it's so nice to be with you here in, now, are you sitting comfortably? Are you in the right seats? I tell you why I ask. I went to the cinema the other night. Did you, Harry? Yes, I did. Yes. I went in the dark and sat on a man's hat. Oh, he was very annoyed. His head was still in it. Oh, he was angry. For a moment I thought he was going to hit me. But he had his lovely wife with him. Then she hit me. Oh, well, I crack. Oh, I'm sorry. I owe you an apology. Apart from being here, I haven't introduced myself, have I? You might mistake me for one of the others. They wouldn't like it. And furthermore, I haven't thanked you for that wonderful warm welcome you've just given me. I do appreciate it. And I should. I know what's coming. Now, ladies and gentlemen, my name is, just a moment. Harry Worth. I don't know why, but it is. And I am a comedian. Now, I tell you I'm a comedian now, not only to save argument later on as well. You never know. Some lady in the audience might turn to her husband and ask, what is he? And he, poor man, might forget himself and tell her. And for that, the poor man could lose his wife. And it's hard to lose a wife. Hard? It's impossible. Oh, do forgive me. Only a little joke, ladies. Not a very good one, but nevertheless a joke. But no, I shouldn't make fun of wives. I didn't know what real happiness was until I got married. And then it was too late. But no. My wife's a good woman. An honest woman. A respectable woman. It's very monotonous. Now, you may be saying to yourselves, Harry Worth. Harry Worth. I've never heard of him. Well, do let me assure you, I'm not making a comeback. I haven't been anywhere. Because I'm assuming you've seen me on television. Though not everybody watches television. No, they go out and enjoy themselves. And you can't blame them with these old films they keep showing. I saw the midnight movie the other night. It was so old, it was a shame to keep it up so late. Did you see it? It was called Henry VIII. Do you know who was playing Henry VIII? Henry IX? A diversion, if you'll indulge me. The 20th of November, 1917. As British and German Empire tanks do battle in the fields of Cambrai, France. Across the channel, in the merry old land of clogs, coal, and dark satanic bills, at 47 Fitzwilliam Street, oil and gold, which isn't far from where you're sitting now. In fact, we could all probably walk there, couldn't we? Though we probably won't. Our mother is giving birth to a child. As opposed to what else, I couldn't hazard a guess. It's a boy. The seventh son born to Charles Henry and Alice Jane Illingsworth. His name, Harry. Now you see the link. The 11th of 11 children. Yes, mine was a happy childhood, considering. Mother would bake the most delicious scones and I'd sell them around the village. A natural salesman, with a born entertainer. As a lad, armed with my magic lantern, which is no euphemism before we give rise to Englishness, I booked on little shows in the garden shed for my school chums. The admission fee was generous to a fault. It was whilst at school that a ventriloquist came to the assembly hall and put on a little show. Little Harry was fascinated. So I borrowed a book on the ventriloquial art from the local library. Come to think of it, I never took it back. Oh dear, it's 90 years overdue. I tend to think what the fine will be. You know, I studied that book from cover to cover and back again. I was hooked. My first dummy was bought from a girl in the village, yes. I later bought another two. One for 3 and 11 from a novelty store on Blackpool Front. And the other on HP from Gambage's, yes. I forget the rate. I'm sorry that I do. At 14, and with check number 166, I went to work down Billy Mine, loading the gauge at the bottom of the shaft. Later moving on to Warncliffe Silkstone Colliery. Oh, they were dim, grim, dismal places, but mine was a fevered imagination. I lived in a world of my own most of the time, a regular little dreamer. As I worked at the coalface, in my mind I'd be there, centre stage at the London Palladium, doing my act to myself, if there was no one else around to listen. Yes, I did some of my best work down number 4 pit. The receptions I got were marvellous, and my press, oh, you'll never believe how good it was. I'd be there, lathered brow, polishing my voice-throwing skills. Hey, you heard. The practice paid off when I won a talent contest at the Alhambra Theatre. First prize, a radiogram, wind up. So I sold that and bought a radio, liquid battery. It served me well.
Did it?
Yes.
It did it?
Yes, I do wish we both keep out of it. Though a life down pit was an unwritten guarantee for lads my age. Hey, wow, thank you. The roll of the grease paint and smell of the crowd. No, wait, that's not right. The smell of the grease paint and roar of the crowd was luring me away with all its might. So I traded pneumoconiosis for new horizons. Moonlighting in Barnsley's finest working men's clubs. Best of order now, best of order. Yes, though the bright lights were a million miles away, my foot was firmly on the ladder. I'd made it. At last I'd made it. Then war broke out. You remember the war? It was in all the papers. I was at home at time trying to cut off my trigger finger. Yes. TAC Aircraftsman Second Class Illingsworth H. I was a fitter, stationed at Harrier Bolton. One of our aircraft may have been missing, but I assure you I had nothing to do with it. Yes, to tell you the truth, and why shouldn't I was one of the happiest men to enter that camp, because from dawn till dusk I could see daylight. A vast improvement on life toiling away in Mother Earth's bowels. Also stationed at Halton was a young waif, Kay Flynn, the future Mrs. Illingsworth. But we'll cross that bridge when we're there to in the bush. Something along those lines. For now, the war machine was in full swing. Aircraftsman Illingsworth saw the world in all its battle-shaded splendor. Egypt, Palestine, and when I was posted to Burma, which, let me tell you, required a very large stamp. That won't be in tomorrow. A call went out for anyone wishing to entertain the troops to duck down to Delhi for an audition. No sooner said than done, I was in the gang show. Oh, meet the gang, 'cause the boys are here, the boys who entertain you. You know, nothing that came after that. 3 Royal Command performances, umpteen radio and television series. Nothing ever thrilled me as much as being picked for the gang show. Happy times. Such laughs. Well, after 6 long years, the war was at an end, and so was I. Could an ex-collier come aircraft fitter take flight as a fully fledged funny man? The romantic grappled with the realist. I never thought such luxuries as treading the boards and visiting places with exotic-sounding names like Burnley, Huddersfield, Ghoul. Would ever come harrying this way, but they did, and here I am. Thank you. Now, at this point, it was suggested I sing you a song, which is a great pity because you've done nothing wrong to me. Don't misunderstand me. I did sing a song once. Ah, yes, a very sympathetic song. And the way I sang it, oh, it was pitiful. I was appearing at a little theatre in Barnsley. Now, please don't think I'm going to make fun of Barnsley. I don't mind telling anyone I was born in Barnsley. It's not a bad place. And if it's good nightlife and culture you're after, you're only 200 miles away from home. So as I say, I walked up to this stage in Barnsley and the theatre was packed right up to the third row. Lovely audience, sitting more or less as you are now. I had a feeling they didn't like me. It wasn't the hatred on their faces. It was the way they were sharpening knives on the backs of the chairs. I thought I had to tell them a joke before I sing, make them laugh. And so I did tell them a joke, and a man did laugh. They turned him out and said he was drunk. Don't misunderstand me, I didn't mind him going out. Oh no, I never mind when audiences walk out on me. It's when they start walking towards me. I must tell you this though. The man went out, but his wife stayed. Poor woman, she couldn't find her shoes anyway. But as I say, every cloud has a silver lining, and as I started singing, it was wonderful. All the hatred left their faces and was replaced with sheer agony. Oh, they were suffering, and I couldn't bear to watch. I went off, and they didn't ask me to come back on for any applause. Asked me to, they dared me to. I went to my dressing room, a nail on the wall. The theatre manager was waiting for me. Nice man. He liked me. He watched me twice, and he couldn't believe it the first time. Yes, I can see him standing, now as you might say, there. Smart man, evening dress, white tie, hobnail boots, cloth cap. I thought I'd better make some excuse for not doing so well on stage. I'll pretend I'm ill. So I said to him, oh, I do feel funny. Well, he said, I'd best get back on it before it wears off. Nice man. Oh, excuse me one moment. Sharp beer, well, yes. If I'd have known, I best answer it, just a moment. Hello, 52 Acacia Avenue, Woodbridge 487. Sorry, also habit. System Earth Weeking. Mr. Worth speaking. Oh, hello, Auntie. It's my auntie, Mrs. Prendergrass, Amelia, yes. Hello, Auntie. What's that? Who am I speaking to? Well, I'm speaking to you, I think. Oh, I see. Who am I speaking to here? Yes, I'm on stage, Auntie. Where? Barnsley. Yes, I've been over that with them. Yes. Why? Well, I don't know why, if truth be told. What's that? Have I packed a flask? I knew there was something. Fear not, the Auntie. The theatre manager has laid on sandwiches and tea. Earl Grey? No, I think his name's Philip. Yes, they've treated me very well, Auntie, very well indeed. They sent a chauffeur to pick me up this morning. Yes, very smart chauffeur, blue uniform, peaked cap, a crisp white shirt. I felt quite proud sitting behind him. I've never ridden tandem before. Yes, when I arrived, I was taken straight to the theatre manager's office. Charming man. He said, Mr. Worth, it's a pleasure to have you treading our boards. We want you to be happy here. If there's anything you want, all you have to do is ask. So I said to him, as a little joker, may I kiss your secretary? He said, well, I don't mind if he doesn't. Well, Artie, here I am, and there you are. What's that? The time? Oh, hang on a second, so to speak. Yes. Yes, of course, yes. Attend to it. Hello? Auntie? No, she must have gone. Bless her heart. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to ask you a little question, if I may. What is the connection between this, my very last school report, and Sir Winston Churchill? I will give you the answer. I visited my old school the other day. Did you, Harry? Yes, I did. I said to myself, Harry, visit your old school, enjoy the nostalgia, and at the same time collect your shaving gear. I didn't want to go to that school, you know. No. Well, that school never liked me, and quite frankly, I never liked me either. But I never seemed to fit in with school life. I don't know why. Even at nursery school, I was different to the other 5-year-olds. I was 12. But nevertheless, going back to that old school brought back a lot of memories. Not happy memories, but it did start me thinking about all the old characters who were there, like, what's his name? Yes, Spotty Nightingale. Now, it may seem rude to call a person Spotty, but we didn't mean any harm. We called him Spotty because of the blemish between his ears. I'll wait. I wish I hadn't. Yes, old Spotty was a rough, scruffy character. He used to terrorize the kids in the playground. Oh, and he dressed like a tramp, holes in his trousers, frayed collars and cuffs. I assure you, he was the worst headmaster we ever had. And then there was Lofty Nicholson. Now, he was a real bully, he was. Nevertheless, he was liked by his mother. A wonderful cricketer, though. Oh, a wonderful cricketer. I remember one match, only 10 minutes to go. Lofty came on and took 4 wickets. 3 bats, 2 jumpers, and the umpire won. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the other character I wanted to talk to you about was my geography master, Basher Jenkins. Oh, a remarkable man, yes. He once took us, the whole class, to Blackpool for the day. Oh, we had a wonderful time burying him in the sand, and he took it in good part. And do you know, we went back to Blackpool every year after that, but we never did find him. Now, back to my school report and Sir Winston Churchill. You see, I was reading in some article that Sir Winston Churchill was not very bright at school, and yet he became a Prime Minister. Now, as you know, this is my last school report. Oh dear. And I wasn't very bright at school either. Now, this poses a very disturbing question. Our commander at number 10. oh dear, you must excuse me. I was up late last night trying to finish a book I've been writing. I would have finished it earlier, and I started it sooner. Then I had to take the dog for a walk. What dog? My dog. You've got a dog, yeah? Well, I say I had to take him for a walk. I didn't have to, but he's so big that I had to refuse him. Yes, he's a pedigree dog. He's a pointer. Well, no, not exactly a pointer. He's more of a nudger. Yes. Oh, he's a big dog, but at the same time, very gentle. Do you know? I've only had him 3 weeks, and already I've got him eating out of my length. And he's got such a long tail, but I never listen to it. But as I say, yes, the book. Yes, here it is. Yes. Good old Harry. Now, this book, ladies and gentlemen, is a war story, you see. And the hero of this war story is a deserter from the Royal Air Force. The book is called I Flew for Home. Now, the hero is wandering around London in the opening chapter in his squadron in love with a very beautiful girl who he meets in an air raid shelter. And she clings to him for protection. And for 3 days they're huddled together in this air raid shelter, hoping and praying there won't be an air raid. I can see the case I need to work. Now, they eventually come out of this air raid shelter, and he says to her, Gladys, because by this stage he knows her name, Gladys, I've overstayed my leave. I must go back. And she says to him with tears in her eyes, but you mustn't go back. You mustn't go back. And he says to her, but I must. But I want you to come with me. And after great deliberation, she agrees. And they both go back into the air raid shelter. Now, in chapter 7, his squadron is sent on a bombing mission over Berlin. Unfortunately, they encounter night fighters and anti-aircraft fire, and when they return, he's reported as missing, which doesn't come as a great surprise because he didn't go in the first place. He's still down in the air raid shelter. Now, in the following chapter, and it's very sad, really, he and the girl he met marry, but not one another. He marries another girl, but he makes a big mistake because she's no good for him. She leaves him altogether. And his father, who incidentally is very rich, disowns him. So, he becomes a raging alcoholic, has a nervous breakdown, becomes an opium eater. But this book is not all fun! In chapter 9, tragedy strikes. And chapter 10 comes out in sympathy. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I know exactly what you want to do. You all want to jump out of your seats, rush down to the newsagents, and buy a copy of this book. You mustn't. Why? It hasn't been published. Now, you know what that is, don't you? That's the link into the next sketch. Now this is the point where the lighting changes. You've got to laugh, haven't you? You know, it's like being back at the pit bottom. You wouldn't up and save me a day, and that's what he's getting paid at the end of the day. Anyhow, on with the sketch.
Mr. Worth.
Please, my friends call me Harry.
Mr. Worth. I understand that you're having trouble passing your driving test.
Yes, I failed again.
Again?
Again and again and again and again. How many times is that?
4.
Good. And now again and again and... You will stop me when I get to 22.
22?
23 if you count the last one. Oh dear.
You failed your driving test 23 times?
During the last 24 months, yes. Give or take a month. I was sure I was going to pass this time. I did all my hand signals. The examiner was delighted. He said, now we'll get into the car. So we got into the car. And that's when the trouble started.
What was the trouble?
We had to get out again. It wasn't my car. Now, surely they cannot fail you for getting into the wrong car. I mean, surely.
You can be failed for an awful lot of things, Mr. Worth.
Oh?
I mean, you can be failed for stalling the engine, crossing a double white line, failing to halt as a stop sign, Ignoring a pedestrian crossing, the examiner can fail you for any one of these.
Yes, well, come to think of it, he did.
Which one?
All of them.
How's your eyesight?
It's fine. How's yours?
No, I mean, you could be failed for having defective vision.
Yes, I've worn these specs since I was a child, you know. I mean, I could probably manage without them, no doubt. Oh, there we are.
Didn't you pass anything, Mr. Worth?
Only a lorry on the wrong side. Yes, I was having a lesson, you see, with my instructor, Mr. Bissell. Yes, I remember as if it was yesterday, which, seeing as it was yesterday, I should remember. I was in his car, you see. Yes, I was sat here like this, and he was sat there like that. And I said to him, Mr. Bissell, why have we stopped? And he said,
We've stopped because I'm terrified out of my wits. What do you think this is? The wall of death?
well, Mr. Bissell, if you're wondering why I keep driving on the pavement, it's because I've just realized there is one. You see, my previous instructor always took me down the country lanes. He said it was better for his health. Yes. You know, every now and again we used to get out and pick flowers. Lovely man. Lovely, lovely man.
Well, before we go any further, can you read the number plate on that vehicle over there?
Which vehicle? Oh, you mean the post office van?
Which post office van?
The one at the end of the road there. Can you see it? That one.
That's a double-decker bus.
Oh, I must have my readers on. Yes, I do. Well, Mr. Bissell, what do we do now, sir? I'm eager to learn.
We'll take it from the very beginning.
It's a very good place to start.
I don't know what your last instructor has been teaching you, but you can take it from me. It's got nothing to do with driving a car. Now, just talk yourself through the procedure for moving off.
Very well. Handbrake on, into neutral, start the engine, press down clutch, engage first gear, check mirror, signal my intention to go, release handbrake, let out clutch, stall the engine, handbrake on, into neutral, start the engine!
Now, what's this bit about stalling the engine?
Stalling the engine. Yes. Now that's what happens when you let the clutch out too quickly. That's what stalling the engine is. Oh, yes.
Well, I know what causes it, but you don't plan it, do you?
Well, I have to. It always happens.
It's a fault.
With me, or the gearbox.
Mr. Worth, you'll do a lot better if you select the right gear in the first place. I mean, you've been trying to move off in fourth.
Well, you shouldn't let me do it. I never move off in fourth.
Just run through the gears on that lever.
Right, well, that's first.
No, that's third.
Is it? Oh, I thought that was third.
That's second.
Right, there. That must be fourth.
That's reverse.
Reverse. Well, I'm glad you told me. I always have great difficulty finding that one. I do.
Well, be that as it may, we'll take our lives in our hands and have another go on the road.
Right. Handbrake on, into neutral, start the engine! Press down clutch, engage first gear. By the way, Mr. Bissell, do you think I could go past my old driving school?
What for?
Well, it would be such a boost to my ego to go past shouting, "Look! No hands!"
I must say, Mr. Worth, a great number of people would have lost heart after so many tests.
Yes, well, I do know one who has.
Oh, you?
No, my boss, Lord Effingham. 93 last month, and one of nature's gentlemen.
Indeed.
One of the finest men to ever go. Yes, he'll be so disappointed when he knows I haven't passed my test. Oh, he will.
Oh, why is that, Mr. Worth?
Well, I'm his chauffeur. it was. But if you remember, I did a ventriloquial act. In fact, one of my earliest professional engagements was in Clacton, Westcliff Gardens. I was billed as the versatile vent. That's where I first met Kay. Yes. I spent long, fruitless days traipsing from agent's office to agent's office, hungry for work. I wasn't alone. There was me, Eric Sykes, Tony Hancock, Harry Seacombe, Peter Sellers, Morecambe and Wise, Eric and Harry. It was Kay who persuaded me to write for an audition to the Windmill Theatre, Soho. I was one of over 40 turns to audition that day. The impresario, Vivian Van Dam, never laughed once during my act. He must have some relatives in here, you see. Much to my surprise, I was booked. As for Eric and Ernie, they were paid off after 1 week. If only Vivian Van Dam had known. So, the versatile vent hit Soho, struggling to raise one between striptease routines. A laugh. Yes, I go off, bring on my dummy, sit it on my knee and make it talk. Now, it may seem odd, but a lot of people don't really believe I can make a dummy talk. They don't believe I do it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, do let me assure you that I make the dummy talk. And to prove this, I do allow my lips to move. Now, I do hope you enjoy this, but if you don't worry. It's no good as both worry. Just sit there, watch it, and judge it for what it is. I'm not asking for sympathy. I'm begging for it. Ah, yes. Oh, thank you for saying. Yes. Now, just in case you were wondering, these are the dummies and this is me. Now, if you'll excuse me for one moment, I just need to find the string. As you probably know, there's a string that works the mouth. You know, I've often thought, wouldn't it be a funny thing if the string were to break? No, just me. Right. Now, is the string all right?
I don't know.
Oh, it is.
It's a good show.
I'm pulling it.
I know you are.
Would you care to sit down?
No, thank you.
Oh, I do beg your pardon. It's my throat.
It wants cutting.
Well, that's not a very nice thing to say.
No, that it's sincere.
Yes. It's me doing the voices, you know. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is Clarence, and this is Fotheringay. Clarence, are you listening?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you all right?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I can keep this up all night. Now, Clarence,
Yes.
do you do anything to entertain?
I sing.
You sing?
Ah, yes.
Oh, Clarence.
Oh, hell.
What's your language?
English. What's yours?
Look, will you sing now?
Yes.
Will you join in the song?
It's rather exhausting.
Exhausting?
Yes.
Well, look, Clarence. Will you join the song, please?
Yes.
Right. Are you sure?
Yes.
Clarence, can't you say anything other than yes?
No.
Well, look, now, listen.
Is he taking the...
No, he's not.
I thought he was.
Well, no, yes, well.
I am.
You are?
Yes.
I thought he was.
Yes.
You are?
Yes. What about you?
Yes, I don't know if I'm coming on.
You don't look an easier way.
Yes, but look. I'll join in the song, but I should warn you, I'm just a ventriloquist.
Yes, you are. Just.
Now, pay attention, lads. Love little songs. Very sweet. Grab your coat and get your hat. Leave your worries on the doorstep. Life can be so sweet on the sunny side of the street. Can't you hear the pitter pat? And that happy tune is your step. Life can be complete on the sunny side of the street. I used to walk in the shade with my blues on parade. Now I'm not afraid. This rover's crossed over, and if I never had 1 cent, I'd be rich as Rockefeller. Gold dust at my feet on the sunny side of the street. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is what's known in show business as the dance trick. But seeing as I don't dance, I'll say there's only embarrassment by just standing. See, wasn't that better? I used to walk in the shade with my blues on parade. Now I'm not afraid. This rover's crossed over, and if I ever had 1 cent, I'd be rich as Rockefeller. Just at my feet on the sunny side of the street. On the sunny side of the street. Where?
On the sunny side of the street.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Anyone on my street? What will I do with the stool? Well, I might sit on it, you never know. There we are. How do you do? Now, if you're busy, don't let me disturb you. But if you are watching the stage, you're probably looking at me. Unless, of course, you're not here, in which case you won't have heard what I've just said, so please ignore it. But you may say to yourself, if you talk to yourself, and if you do, don't be ashamed. I talk to myself. It's boring, but I listen. Well, it's proved not to. One day I might say something intelligent, and when I do, oh, I don't want to miss it. But you may say, why is Harry holding a fishing rod? Well, go on then, say it. Why is Harry holding a fishing rod? Don't strain yourselves, we won't have it, I see. But why am I holding a fishing rod? Why? It's a question I'm more than happy to answer. I'm going fishing. Not now, but after the show. Now, I know that's late, but you see, I'm on the trail of the elusive midnight gobsmack. A fish that only stirs from its deep watery dwelling once every leap year, or on a day with a whiting, whichever comes first. Yes. Now you may say to yourself, how many has he caught in a lifetime? Well, to tell you the truth, if I hook the one I'm after and do more, I'll have got free. You see, ladies and gentlemen. You see, ladies and gentlemen, it's not that funny. You see, ladies and gentlemen, it takes great concentration. And I'll tell you why it's not easy. It's not easy, and I'll tell you why. Yes, I'll get that right tomorrow. It's a pity I'm not here tomorrow. It takes great concentration. It's not easy, and I'll tell you why. There's always somebody that comes and stands behind you. They just stand there. They don't interfere. They don't say anything. But you are aware that they're there. I had one man stand behind me for 3.5 hours. I couldn't take it any longer. I said to him, do you ever fish yourself? He said, me? No, I haven't the patience. But you see, ladies and gentlemen, when I fish from a bridge. Now, it may sound silly. Why does he fish from a bridge? But you see, when it rains, and it usually does, the fish go under the bridge to get out of the But it's very dangerous fishing from the bridge, so do take care if you try. I did it once. Oh, it was very foggy. Very foggy. I couldn't see a hand in front of me. I cast my line over the bridge. And you know what I caught? The 6:15 to Edinburgh. Now, some sports have their own songs. As you know, rugby players have rude rugby songs when they win. That's another one we'll be in tomorrow. Tennis players, well, they just make a racket. No, it wasn't funny in rehearsal either. But anglers have coarse fishing songs. Here's one now. There we are. Oh, yes. It's a lovely one, this. You like this one. We must ponder the way of the soul, his peculiar cohabiting role. When he wants to make love, his girl swims above, while he dives down and digs a deep hole. Then she lays her eggs where he's dug, and she's off without even a hug. Then Dad lays in the hole, hatching eggs is his goal. No wonder they say, poor old soul. Yes. Yes. Fishing takes great patience and time. Patience and... Oh, come to think of it, I'll just go down the chip shop. Oh. Harry Ramsden. Oh. Yes, I was in Blackpool only the other week, you know. Yes, in fact, that's where I got this. Yes. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is what you think it is. A deck chair. And I got it rather cheaply. Did you, Harry? Yes, I did. Yes. I was sitting on this deck chair. You can sit on them if you know how to put them up. And I was sitting on this deck chair on the beach. And a man in a flat cap came up to me and he said, 10p for the deck chair. Which I thought was rather reasonable. And so, here it is. Yes. Lovely. Oh, and then, of course, there's this. Yes, and this is very useful, ladies and gentlemen, very useful. This is seaweed. Now, you may have heard of it before. Seaweed. And this seaweed will tell you all about the weather. And it's free. F-R-E-E, free. All you have to do is put it outside your back door. In the morning, you go out. If it's wet, you know it's been raining. Very useful. And here we have a stick of rock. Now, nothing unusual in that, I know, but it does have lettering all the way through. Let's see what this one has to say for itself. Loop, que calb, free hip, hip, run. Oh, sorry, North Beer Blackpool. Here, have a suck on that. Now, I did go to see the freak show whilst I was there. You know the sort of thing. The bearded lady, the Indian rubber man, the human skeleton. I said to the man selling the tickets, 1 ticket please. He said, no, 2 for you, 1 to get in, 1 to get out again. Yes, I had quite a shock going into the freak show, though, I must tell you. I saw the 3-headed man, face to face to face. Now, what else did I see while I was in Blackpool? Ah, yes. What the butler saw. You know the machine. Yes, you put your coin in, you put your head down, you turn the handle, and you see what the butler saw. All I can say is, if that's the type of women the butlers see, no wonder the rich have trouble getting staff. I actually went to see a friend of mine. Yes, he runs one of those chickens on the spit. You know the idea. They run round like that. People eat them inside while others stand outside looking at them. I've never looked at them. You never have? Oh, you haven't missed a thing. However, I said to my friend, how's business? He said, marvellous. Marvellous. He said, the only trouble is, you see, everybody wants legs. If I only had more legs on these chickens, I'd make more money. He said, but I thought of a wonderful idea. I said, have you? He said, I have. I'm going to cross a spider with a chicken. I said, oh yes, trying to sound interested. So as I say, I went back to Blackpool last week to see how it was getting on. How did it work out with the spider and the chicken? He said, wonderful. He said, my chicken farm, hundreds of chickens running around with 8 legs. I said, really? What do they taste like? He said, I don't know, I haven't caught one. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you're probably wondering, why has Harry got a piece of string tied around his finger? Well, I'll get it. It's to help me remember. And now, this might be a useful tip for you. You see, this piece of string reminds me to take out this pocket handkerchief. On this pocket handkerchief, there's a knot, which in turn reminds me to take out this envelope. This prompts me to open the envelope. In the envelope, there's a card. And on this card are the words, don't forget to tie a piece of string around it. Yes. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if there's one thing I can promise you with this half of the show, there's going to be none of this. There might be a little of that, but none of that. You know, a number of people have asked me over the years, Harry, where is that shop window? Oxford Street, Regent Street, Merton's at Barnsley? No. The scene of my miraculous levitation was St. Anne's Square, Manchester. Hector Powell's Tailors, long gone. Yes, an arm and a leg were raised, and a trademark was born. Now, I see the dedicated followers of fashion amongst you have been admiring my tie. You haven't? Oh well, the next bit's in the script, I may as well do it. Yes, this is a military tie. A military tie. I fought hard for this tie. It's the toughest jumble sale I've ever been. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please don't think I'm going to tell you tall tales about ties, because I'm not. I'm not going to tell you the one about the lady bought her husband 2 ties for his birthday. The following morning he came down wearing one, and she said, ah, so you don't like the other one? No, I'm not going to tell you that. In fact, I don't know why I'm talking about ties. I had no intention of talking about them. I wonder where I started. Ah, yes, you say you noticed the tie, that's right. You know, all they wanted me to do was come on, go like that, and get off again. And ours is not the reason why. But why can't be reason why? Why? That is the answer. That's the question, Ian. Ever since I've had the nose fixed, my mouth won't work. Yes, we can't reason why, but why can't we reason why? No, there isn't enough time, that's the trouble. Ah, wonderful watch this. Doesn't matter what time it is, anywhere in the world. This watch, 10 to 3. Now, what's I going to talk about? That's the trouble, I can't remember. I mean, you've all come to learn about me. And I had a lot of things to say about a lot of people. I knew it because I was standing behind that curtain waiting to come on. I was having a little run through. I said to myself, oh, I'm going to enjoy doing this. Oh, yes, oh, you would have loved it. Yes, it was very witty. Very funny. Well, I say it was very funny. It was amusing. No, I can't lie. It was a load of old rubbish. I think you'll agree it was a load of old rubbish. You do? Oh, now you think so too. I mean, you're not heard it yet. It's all right for you. You just sit there laughing. Sometimes. I'm the one who has to stay up at night working on it. Oh, what was I going to say? Absolutely. If you don't mind, I'll go back to the curtain, have a little run through, and then come back and do it. Yes, right. Thank you. Have you noticed the tie? No, sorry, it's gone. No. I've forgotten it, I'm sorry. Oh, and it was so good. It had a start and a middle and it had a finish. I can't remember the start or the middle or the... I do remember the finish. I said, welcome back. Then I doffed my hat, which I have done. Christmas, 1946, saw me in pantomime at the Theatre Royal Lincoln. I was that far down the bill, I may as well have not been on it. Kay was principal girl. We were a match made in heaven, though it took some time for me to cotton on. When the show ended its run, I went over to her. Cheerio then. She cried herself to sleep that night. The following morning, she boarded a train back to Wales, resigned to the fact that we'd never meet again. Then, just as the train was about to pull out of the station, I ran down the platform, my heart racing. Kay, I said, I love you! It's no use pretending it hasn't happened, because it has. Well, Trevor Howard had nothing on Harriet. I flung my arms around her and told her that I wanted to spend the rest of my life with her. Will you marry me? Yes, she said. Yes! Our matrimonials came with Cardiff Registry Office. Yes, we went by bus, stopping off on the way for me to buy a wedding ring. And a pair of nylon stockings. Well, these were still hard times. I couldn't afford a proper wedding band, so we used an old curtain ring. Well, who needs diamonds and gold when you've imitation oak? Autumn leaves fell from the trees, but our love was blossoming. We spent our wedding night on stage, yes. We were back in business, hard slog, no guarantees, but oh, what a thrill! Joy, pure joy. There was no greater feeling than that feeling there. Though I'd soon be proved wrong on that front. When the apple of my eye, Rowena, was born. Our only child. Kay kept the old fires burning as I went out on the road with the Vent Act. My surname now shortened for bigger bearing on the billboards. Farewell, Illingsworth. Hello, Harry Worth, a figure of speech. It was during this time that I toured the Sceptred Isles, great variety halls with Laurel and Hardy. Yes, yes, Wolverhampton, Bradford, Norwich, Portsmouth. 6 weeks of the Nottingham Empire for the Christmas show. Just me, an accordionist, a cartoonist, an impressionist, Tony the Wonder Horse, and Stan and Ollie, Laurel and Hardy. Oh, oh. Well, you have to realize what it was like for me, an unknown, to be on the same bill as my comic idols. The moment I first walked into that theatre, and there they were, Laurel and Hardy. They just smiled and said, hey, you must be Harry. You could have knocked me over with a feather. And the Monday morning back door, they came into rehearsal like anyone else. They never wanted to be called Mr. Laurel or Mr. Hardy. It was always, I'm Stan, this is Babe, and that's what you call us. Oh, they were smashing fellas. Theirs was an attitude of, we're all in this together, a team. Their doors were always open. If you passed by Ollie's dressing room, it would be, hiya Harry, how you doing? You could sit and talk to them for hours on end. It was just beautiful. But then, they were beautiful men, good men. Even on his deathbed, Stan Laurel could crack the greatest of gags. He addressed his nurse, I'd rather be skiing than doing this. Do you ski, Mr. Laurel? His nurse inquired. No, said Stan, but I'd rather be doing that than this. With perfect comic timing, next moment, he was gone. Stan and Ollie, the clown princes of comedy. In fact, it was Babe Hardy who urged me to ditch the dummies and go solo. And who was I to refuse a son of the desert? Not long after, I was large as life with Harry Seacombe at the London Palladium. I made it. Granted, it was only his first house standing for $10, but I made it nonetheless. I mean, granted, there were other vent acts on the circuit too. I remember one chap. Oh, he used to bring this enormous dog out of the back of the suitcase. And he would insist on saying to it, who's your favourite film star? And the dog would reply, Getty Grado. I mean, why did he say Getty Grado? He could so easily have said Lana Turner. Yes, I was there at the London Palladium. My opening patter, if you'll indulge me. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Harry Worth. If you look at your programs, you'll see it. Now, before we go any further, I think I should stress something. I've never been on your radios. I haven't been on your television. I haven't even made a gramophone record. And when you've heard my act, you'll realize why. Clarence and Fotheringay were now back in the trunk. Harry Worth was born. I think I ought to tell you a joke, and before anyone says about time too, I'll press on. Now, if you don't like some of the jokes I tell you, all I ask is that you pay them the greatest respect. They're older than any one of you. Now, the first joke concerns a cello player, who wrote in for an audition with Mantovani. And Mantovani said yes, because he's like that. So, someone remembers Mantovani. So they started to go on with his cello and his bow, and he took it out. And he played for 5 minutes with his finger on one string in the same place. It's me doing the sound effects. And when he finished, he turned to Mr. Mantovani and said, what do you think? And Mr. Mantovani said, yes, but it's lovely. You've got a very nice tone. He said, I can't help telling you. My cello players, you see, use all 4 strings. And they move their fingers up and down. And the man said, yes, I know. They're still looking for the place. I Thank you. We'll throw some fish out short. Now, the other joke concerns a psychiatrist. Oh, yes. Oh, it's a very good joke, this one. Very, very good. But I should warn you before I go any further that as I've heard this joke before, when I get to the end of it, I probably won't laugh. I thought I'd mention that now. I wouldn't like you to think I missed the point. So, yes, a man goes into the psychiatrist's consulting room, and the psychiatrist says, good morning, what can I do for you? And the man said, well, I'd like to ask you 2 questions, if I may. And the psychiatrist said, yes, of course. What is the first one? And the man said, is it possible for a man to fall in love with an elephant? And the psychiatrist said, of course not. How preposterous. I've never heard such a ridiculous proposal in all my life. What's the second question? And the man said, do you know anybody that wants to buy a large engagement ring? This isn't easy, you know. Standing here under your critical gaze, still, I've only myself to blame. My father warned me about the stage. Oh, of course. I haven't mentioned my father to you, have I? No, you haven't. I didn't think I had. Yes, but I was a little bit of a disappointment to him. You probably don't know this. When I was born, I was one of twins. You weren't, Annie, I was. My father looked at us and said, oh, let's drown the ugly one. That's how I learned to swim. Well, one lovely day years ago, the sun was shining and my father was sitting on the lawn. Oh, he used to spend hours sitting on that lawn, wishing he had a house to go with it. He was a very poor man. Why was this? He never worked. People used to call him, they call him lazy. They point their fingers at him. He's a layabout, a good for nothing. He would have worked. It was his back. He had great difficulty getting it off the bed. Well, he looked up and he saw his son coming towards him. That was me. And he beckoned me in his charming, fatherly way. He said, hey! Hey! Rover! He always wanted it on. Well, one day we were walking to school and he said to me, and incidentally, I think I should mention, that he used to walk me to school every morning. He had to, he was in the same class. On our way to school, he said to me, Harry, I want to talk to you about your future. He said, when you grow up, promise me you'll never ever go anywhere near a theatre, especially the Windmill. Now, you remember the Windmill Theatre? So old. That's where all the girls used to dance around barefoot. Right up to their chins. He said, you mustn't go in. You mustn't go in, because if you do, you'll see something you oughtn't to see. So I went. And I did see something I shouldn't have seen. Father. Don't misunderstand me. He was a fine man. He thought the world of his family. He never came home and we appreciated it. Yes. Oh, Father, Father, dear, sweet Father, dear. See, I can't badmouth him. He did leave everything to an orphanage. It wasn't much, 11 children. But let's give him something he never had during his life. Credit. Yes, there was a time when he made big money. Big money! Unfortunately, it was a quarter of an inch too big. Yes. Well, but whatever money he had, he spent some on drink, some on women, and the rest, he spent foolishly. Well, here's something else you might not like.
We won't keep you a moment, Mr. Worthington.
Thank you. It's me, you know, I've just changed my hat. Anyhow, yes. 50 years in the profession, I've yet to play my first lead. I've an idea what you're all thinking, an old actor going to see. Well, I've some wonderful memories of the parts that I played in the past, but the roles that I always end up with aren't even down in the cast. In programs like Set Cars and the Sweeney, I play the most important man. I'm the one with his head in a blanket. They always rush out to a van. In programs like The Persuaders, with Danny and Lord Brett Sinclair, when me and 3 others attack them, I'm the one who gets hit with a chair. I can play the most horrible villain. If I wish I could turn on the charm, but I must say the part I didn't quite like was a milkmaid on Emmerdale Farm. General Hospital rang up to book me, but I had to withdraw from the deal. They had to take out my appendix, and they wanted to do it for real. I climbed up a cliff in the downs, swam a cold river that froze. Then I climbed to her room with chocolates. I tripped and fell flat on my nose. Well, I'm determined to finish with these little parts. I want to play lead. I can make it!
How about panto, back end of the cow?
Well, it's better than nothing. I'll take it. You know, we sing. There's no business like show business. But that's a lie. Every business is like show business. They all have their ups and their downs. The only thing that makes what we do special is that we can go on playing cowboys and Indians all our lives. I must tell you. Oh, excuse me, one moment. Hello? New York? Long distance? Yes, it is. Now, the perceptive amongst you may have noticed the garden display. You have no good. Yes, I thought I'd bring the outdoors indoors for you this evening as a little treat. The only problem is, I don't know the first thing about gardening. It's true, I don't. I'm the world's worst gardener. And when I say world's worst, I'm boasting. Yes. But wouldn't it be a wonderful thing, and I think you'll all agree, if you could grow plants, fruits and flowers and for them to look as lovely as they do on the seed packets. Don't misunderstand it. You may have tried gardening and failed. I tried gardening and failed. You mustn't be discouraged. I tried again and failed. You mustn't be discouraged. But I did try just once more, you see. And I failed that time as well. And I got discouraged. But not discouraged like a friend of mine. Oh, a sad story. I wouldn't like to embarrass my friend, so I'll refer to him as Fred, which will please him because that's his name. Now, Fred had an ambition in life. It wasn't much to you or me. What was it? He wanted to grow a prize marrow. A marrow that would win first prize at the local village vegetable show. And after years of trying, he grew such a marrow. Oh, a marvelous marrow. Oh, what a And he was delighted because he knew that after years of trying, he wasn't going to be highly commended or get third or second. He was going to win first prize for that marrow. And off he went to bed. But he was too excited. He couldn't sleep all week. 3 o'clock in the morning, he had to get out of bed, go to the bedroom window, look out of the bedroom window, down into the garden, just to make sure his marrow was safe. Now, I don't know how he felt when he discovered there was very keen frost. All he could think about was that marrow. He had to get out of bed, go downstairs, out into the garden. He should have put an overcoat on, but he didn't. He went out barefoot in his pajamas into the bitter cold of the night. And he did the only thing he could do. He lay down beside him. Put his arms around him. Just to keep him. Well, the following morning his wife woke up. She wondered where he was. Of course. She went downstairs, out into the garden. That's where she found him. She found him frozen to the marrow. song from a few years ago. It went something like this. Try this one. That's it. I talk to the trees. Now, I can't recall the result of that conversation. But it did get me wondering what would happen if we were to talk to our plants, fruits and flowers. So I tried it. Now I must confess, I didn't get very far with the French beans. Well, the only French I know is bonjour monsieur, parlez-vous anglais, chanson d'amour, ratatatat. I gave the Spanish onions a miss. Well, the only Spanish I know is si, si, senor, and the hotel, it is not a finish. But, take this daffodil. Yes, now, I know there are some discerning gardeners in the audience all saying that is not a daffodil. I know it's not a daffodil, but it started as a daffodil. And I talk to this daffodil far more than I talk to any of the others. You think I might have confused it. But ladies and gentlemen, if you do try talking to your plants, fruits and flowers, do be very careful. Because they're very sensitive. Very sensitive. Take a tomato, for instance. Now, it's no good looking at that tomato and saying, my word, you look lovely. Slice up on a plate with ham and lettuce. It puts them off, it hurts them. So, if you're out in your garden this week, take Harry's advice. Talk to your turnips. Speak to your sprouts. Have a few laughs with your naps. A good garden is only a matter of time. And what are we on now? Oh, you must forgive me, but one loses track. Oh, no, that can't be right, surely. Oh, no, don't tell me the spring's gone again. I've only just had it. Hang on. Hello. Is that Benjamin Harrells?
It will be 5:29 and 30 seconds.
Well, not by my watch. That's why I'm ringing you up. I think the spring's gone.
At the third stroke, it will be 5:29 and 40 seconds.
Well, you see, mine stopped at 3:10, and I'm absolutely lost without it.
At the third stroke, it will be 5:29 and 50 seconds.
Thank you. Well, I'd like to bring it round right away, if I may. What time do you close?
At the third stroke, it will be 5:30 precisely.
Oh, you close at 5:30? Well, I doubt I can make it. What time is it now?
At the third stroke, it will be 5:30 and 10 seconds.
Well, there you are then. You're closed. I'll pop round in the morning. Bye-bye. Songs about being happy, happy talk, keep a smile on your face, I whistle a happy tune, and all well and good. But life isn't like that. I mean, try it. Walk down the street tomorrow with a big smile on your face. Someone will come up to you and say, what's up? But this is a nostalgic night, is it, Harry? It is. In fact, I've been in a very nostalgic mood lately. You want to know why? Yes, we do. Right. I was up in the attic the other day, clearing out as one does, and I came across an old family photo album. I opened it up, and there I was, full frontal, stretched out on the peg rug, not a stitch on. Not to worry, I was 3 months old at the time. Oh, we were poor. In fact, if I'd been born a girl, I'd had nothing to play with. As the vicar was wetting my head, I was wetting his arm. Now you may say, Harry, what's all this nostalgia got to do with anything? Well, thinking about the past got me thinking about the future. It doesn't bode well, does it? So, allow me to leave you with a smile on your lips, a song in your hearts, and cotton wool in your nose. When you're smiling, keep on smiling. The whole world smiles with you. And when you're laughing, oh, when you're laughing, the sun comes shining through. But when you're crying, you bring on the rain, so stop your sighing. Be happy again, 'cause when you're smiling, yes, when you're smiling, the sun comes shining through. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Most guy, I'd love to do some more, but to tell you the truth, I don't know anymore. No, there's more to it than that. If I do more, the show runs late. If the show runs late, I get home late. And if I get home late, my wife lets the room. Yes, I go home every night. I'm not welcome, but it is somewhere to go. You know, every time I put my key in that lock, I wonder what I'm letting myself in for. Well, if I get home early, she thinks I'm after something. And if I get home late, she thinks I found it. You can't help laughing, can you? Though I must say you've made a very good effort. Well, I brought the stool on with me. I may as well sit on it. All joking aside, it's been a thrill to tread Barnsley boards once again. But who knows? One day they may erect a great statue of me in the town centre. Well, I used to play cricket. Nevertheless, I've been Harry Worth, and you've been an audience, I think. Good night.
Thank you.